Hey everyone. Hey, my dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. For those of you that are Christian, for those of you that are secular or whatever you believe in, there's a debate about whether the world is actually satanic, whether the world is run by Satan or not. I will bring up two scripture verses and I will explain a little bit, and I hope that more people can come to the understanding that it may seem crazy, it may seem weird. You might have questions like, why would God allow this to happen? But the world is actually run by Satan. That is saying that Satan runs the earth. And I'll bring it up in a minute, but Satan offers God, Jesus, the kingdoms of the earth, and Jesus denied him, and we'll get into that. But Jesus didn't say to Satan, well, you know what? The earth is actually mine, so, you don't have the right to say that. He didn't say that to Satan. So, some people might say, well, why would God allow that to happen? And again, this is not saying that God is less powerful than Satan, because he is absolutely not. It is laughable to think that Satan has more power than God. Satan does not. Satan is a created being. He's a high ranked angel. He's a seraphim or a cherubim or something like that, a high ranking angel. And many people believe that he was in charge of worship and music. And when you think about that, look at the music industry, especially like it's the actors, it's the politicians, it's the athletes, but especially the music industry, Led Zeppelin, backmasking, etc. Here's to my sweet Satan, says highway to heaven, says stairway to heaven if you do the backmasking on it. I know I'm crazy. I'm believing in stupid things. I'm a crazy Christian. In 2 Corinthians 4:4, it says, in whom the God, and it's a small g. And we see the small g here, and then later, when it's talking about Jesus and our Father, it's a capital G here. So I just want to say, that may seem very subtle to the average person and not mean much, but it says, in whom the God of this world, this is referring to Satan, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God with a capital G, should shine unto them. This is saying that people that don't have real born again faith and trust and belief in Jesus Christ and his finished work on the cross, his shed blood on the cross, his death, burial, and resurrection, for the people that don't really 100% truly believe in that, they are blinded by Satan, who runs the world. You can believe me or not. You can do your research. You can have a conversation with me. I'm telling you that myself and others, we're understanding what this scripture means. And when you really start looking at the world, like myself and others do online, in the truth community, the Christian community, we can see the devil at work in everything. Did you know that there's absolutely quite a few lies going on about creation, about who we are and where we live, and etc., etc.? I am not trying to be a downer, a Debbie Downer. I am not trying to upset you necessarily, a little bit, because I want you to go, man, I need to take action. I need to put my faith in Jesus. I need to tell others about this stuff. I need to send you know, I need to send the warning flag to the masses. In Matthew 4, verses 8 through 10, it says, again, the devil taketh him up. This is talking about Jesus Christ. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. Right? So the devil is showing Jesus Christ, God, all the kingdoms of the world, and saith unto him, all these things I will give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So what did Jesus say in response to Satan offering him all of the world? He says, then Jesus say unto him, get thee hence, get behind me. Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Jesus didn't say, well, I actually own all these kingdoms of the world, so it's not yours to give, Satan. He didn't say that. And some people might argue that. I get you a little bit, but honestly, just follow the scripture. Jesus didn't say, these aren't yours to give. He denied it and said, I'm serving God, my Father, instead. And Jesus and the Father are one. So, I'm going to wrap it up by just going the God of this world, small g, blinds the minds of people that don't have faith in Jesus, that don't know the gospel. And Satan took Jesus up and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and offered them to him if he would bow down and worship Satan. Jesus would do no such thing. Get thee hence, get behind me. It is written for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. So God serves our Father. Jesus and the Father are one. I know that's complicated for some people that don't understand that. And I'm not saying that I have it all figured out, because God is complex, yo. God is very complex. God is very simple in a lot of ways. He's very humble, becoming a child, living a perfect sinless life, humbling himself, going to the cross in obedience for all the sins, everything I've done wrong, everything you've done wrong. Jesus died on the cross so that we can be forgiven and go to heaven and live forever with him in a new glorified body, with a new heaven and new earth. Imagine how good that is, and imagine the opposite of that, which is eternal torment in hell because you deny God that gives you a free gift.